Hey everyone, it's Wolf614 here, back at it again with another video on the channel. Today, we are going to go through how I work and earn credits and skill points on Forza Horizon 6 and how you can turn pretty much just simple time and some cars into a whole lot of wheel spins and credits and things of that sort to help you build your garage and get some cool cars and money. So yeah, now that we're at the Vision House here, we're going to hop in our garage. And I'll show you and start off with the first thing that you need. So the first thing that you're really going to want is for AFKing. And I know it's not the most amazing thing to do in games or anything like that, but AFKing, especially in this with the auto assist and things like that, is something you can really do easily to get a lot of cash and not a lot of time. So what I'll do is I would suggest fully, if you have it, getting the Toyota TRD track time car, because this car is insane. It's really fast, and if you take a look at this car, it gets a credits boost. Right there on the left-hand side, you see where its stats and things like that are. So if you're going to do this, the best place to do it at is the Colossus, which is right over here. It's the highway route on the map. Once you do it once, you can then open it up for rivals, and I'll kind of show you what to do for that. Now, obviously, if you don't have premium of Horizon 6, you won't have access to this truck, which is unfortunate. If you can get the premium edition of this game, I would suggest that some of the cars and obviously the DLC and stuff coming later is genuinely worth it. But you can really do this with any car. But so what we do is we go to enter event, go down to rivals, or you can go over to pause, to online, rivals, Horizon Rivals, over to road racing, cross all the way to the second to last one, the Colossus. If you do that, hit that, do R class or whatever class you're using. I would suggest using R class, and then obviously I'll take the TRD. So obviously, if you go over here to difficulty, these are the things that I normally play on, but what you can do for this, because there's no AI, well, you can't really change the drive-atar difficulty, but for the custom presets, what you're going to want to do is turn on assisted braking, auto steering, and then I normally turn on stability control, leave traction control off, make sure shifting is automatic, and then leave it just like that. And then all you have to do is rubber band your trigger or a keyboard. If you have that, you just do a keybind or whatever you need to do. And there you go. The only other thing I will suggest is making sure that your vibration's turned off, because you don't want if you're taking a nap or sleeping or whatever, you don't want your controller freaking out over on your desk or table or entertainment stand, whatever, things like that. But what I'll do is basically all you got to do is start rivals and events. All you do, and all I'm doing right now, I know you can't see it, is literally just hold down the gas. I would let off the gas for a minute to let the car kind of settle into its pace. And there you go. That's all you do. You just let this run. And so you see here we come across the line. Doesn't even need to beat the time. And normally that will freeze the frame and basically tell you to restart. So if you are doing this method, make sure to stay close enough. Pay attention so you can hit it and make sure that, things keep moving on it. But yeah, so I'm going to back out of this and go and quit out so you can kind of see, because that was just one singular lap. And you can see what we make off of it. We have our announcement, and we get 118,000 credits just for a single lap of this track. Pretty good. So now, let's move on to a little bit of a different thing and talk about what you need to do to get. So that's just for, your credits, your credit balance. You see, I have around 28 million credits, so I've done this a little bit, along with just playing the game a lot, because this game is pretty generous. But let me show you what to do now with this specific car, the Subaru Impreza 22B. So you want to go through and knock out all of these skill points for a very specific reason as well. You want to knock through these because this, especially up here, the skill multiplier on this car can go up to 9, which is crazy good. So what you want to do is with this, you're going to go over to online, or I'm sorry, you're going to go over to Creative Hub, you're going to go to Event Lab, play event, and then I'm going to pop over to my favorites, which is this here. You can see the event information, and there's the share code. And you see, basically what you want to do is go into the solo with the Subaru 22B, and you can leave the same exact sort of assists on, so all you have to do is just hold the gas. So you hit start race. Like I said, all you got to do, make sure the car gets set up on the correct line, and you just hold the gas, and it just knocks everything out of the way here. And as long as you hit over 50,000 on the points with the 9x multiplier, you will 1000% get your skill points. So you can basically just, as soon as this is done, go through, hit X to restart, and do it over and over again as many times as you want, and all the way until, if you want, to get 9999 on your skill points, because that's the highest you can have. But you see, before we went into that, we had 130. Now that we're done, we pop out, and we'll see that we now have 140. So there might be some more efficient maps out. I haven't really looked because this is just the map I've been using because I know it works. But yeah, let's pop back over to our garage, and now I'll tell you what cars to get and use those skill points on. So you're going to want to go over to Dodge and pick the 99 Viper GTS ACR. Obviously, you can go and you can paint it any color you want. So you see it costs there 68,000 credits normally, and then once you get to the end of the game, you get a mild discount. You get 5% off all auto show stuff. So I got it for 64.6. So I'll buy this. And then what you can do with this Viper is somewhat similar to what you could do with the Porsche Taycan and Forza Horizon 5, where if you go over to cars, upgrades and tuning, down to car mastery, you see right here at the top, you get an instant 150k from this one spot. So you go for the XP, this, and this. So for 30 car mastery skills, or 3 runs of that event, you're going to make a profit of right around 70-ish, 80-ish K. Sometimes even 90k. Somewhere in there, depending on the discount you have. So if you're looking to get a quick buck and you just have a lot of car mastery skills that you haven't used, go hit this up. This is easy, very simple to do. And then once you're done, just be done with it. Another thing you can do is on Forza Edition cars. Any Forza Edition car you have, like this, the BMW M2 Forza Edition, from the Forza Horizon Mastery, if you go down to upgrades and tuning and the car mastery here, every Forza Edition car gives you an instant wheel spin, an instant super wheel spin, and 250k in the mastery tree. So if you have Forza Edition cars lying around that you haven't even really looked at the car mastery, I highly suggest you do, because this is a very easy way to get stuff quickly. It's a little bit more expensive on the points, but just like that, we got a wheel spin, a super wheel spin, and some other stuff. Now the next car you can go to and do stuff with, and I'm not sure if it's in the auto show, let me check, is Lamborghini. Yes, it is. It is the Lamborghini Revuelto. Now this is a little bit more of an expensive one, so I'll show you the other one that I normally do first, and it is, of course, the Subaru 22B. So if you go over to the 22B here, you see it's 81,000 credits. You can go in and buy it pretty easily. Just throw the blue on it. It's normally 86,000 credits, so with my discount, it's a little cheaper. Then you go over to upgrades, down to car mastery, and obviously right here in the top corner, you got a super wheel spin. So you go through, and for 30 car mastery points, super wheel spin acquired. Not too expensive, and you normally get your return on that. And then the last and not least, the car that I showed you as well. This is a Lamborghini Revelto. You do get one for free via the objectives in the game, which can be really good. So, I go through. I'm just going to get one that's basic. I'll paint it purple because that looks pretty cool. Now this obviously is a lot more expensive, about 350K, so you're really taking a gamble on if you're going to get your return on your investment here. But if you're looking at generating a lot of wheel spins and super wheel spins quickly, this is the car to do it with, because if you go down here to Car Mastery, you can see not only do you get 3 individual wheel spins, you also get a super wheel spin as well. So let's do that. 5, 10, and we'll go here and there. So you see, all those cars are the best cars to do stuff with. So you have, if you're looking for strictly credits, you're going to go with the Dodge Viper, the 99 Dodge Viper. If you're looking for a cheap way to get super wheel spins, you go with the Subaru 22B. If you're looking for a more expensive method, you go with this Lamborghini Revelto right here. You get 3 regular wheel spins and a super wheel spin, although it's much more expensive. And finally, if you have any Forza Edition cars, or honestly, any cars in general that you might just not have messed with the Car Mastery on, it can sometimes be worthwhile to just go take a look, see if there's a thing that gives a wheel spin or a super wheel spin, or even some credits sometime. So that's what I do to gain a lot of wheel spins, and of course a lot of credits with the AFK very quickly. So now if we go over here, we can see we have some stuff to open. So we got some wheel spins. So we get a really good pull there on the FXXK Evo. Let's keep going. Got a Forza edition in here, the Escargot. We just miss out on that. We'll take the Volkswagen Golf. Take a Porsche Taycan, alright. And one more regular wheel spin here. The Lariat's in here. I would really like to get that. We're just going to miss out on that. We're going to get 40,000 credits in the last one. So not too great. And then we'll go over to our super wheel spins and see if we get some luck out of these. Not great there, just some credits, but we're making back our money that we spent. Hey, there's a Forza edition, the Escargot. That's one of the ones that are locked to wheel spins that I've been looking for. There we go. Not a bad one at the end of BMW and some more credits. So honestly, that's what I do to generate wheel spins especially. And you can see how worthwhile the wheel spins there. If I was to go back to my house real quick and look at selling that Escargot, it's well over, I believe, it should be locked at around 600,000 credits, which is great. So if we go over to the auction house, start auction, sort by value. Let's see where we're at. The Escargot can be auctioned baseline for 600,000 credits. Obviously, I'm not going to do that. I want to keep it and use it for myself to make into a fun car to play with my friends. But I mean, you can see this method's exactly how I got obviously the coolest thing in the game, the Drag GTR, this Porsche hypercar. I found the 2 BRZs on the map. You can find those easily. Obviously the Miata Forza edition I found as well. I spun this RX-3, or no, this RX-3 was purchased at the Daikoku car meet. But yeah, right there, perfect example. Do a couple spins, get a cool car in return. And what was the other one I got? This new XK Evo, specifically locked to Wheelspins. 5 million credits right there. I'm actually going to start that auction and see if I can get that one sold. Because that will pay for more Riveltos and therefore pay for more wheel spins. So yeah, I hope that that is a good guide that helps you guys out, kind of shows you what I've done to get a lot of credits and be able to have the freedom to do lots of things with lots of really cool cars. If you have any questions for me, please put them down in the comments. I'm active. I look at and read every single comment that everybody posts. And if you do enjoy this kind of content, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe. I really appreciate all of the help that I've been getting recently on the channel. And yeah, until next time, take it easy.